So the way that I use... Can I film? Can I film, girl? Woo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Oaks Homestead. I'm Chip. I'm all alone today. Nicole says she's too overloaded with the garden today to come help me. Zachary's got a fever, so I'm letting him chill on the couch today. And Amber's a 13-year-old girl, and she has no desire to be with her dad out here chasing pigs. And that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So we've got Kune's. I've been training them on polywire using hog panels. And some of them I've already been able to successfully move out onto just straight polywire, and they're doing great. I got a big mama, she's got 4 piglets, and I've been training her to polywire inside of hog panels, and I think she's ready to make that move from hog panels onto just straight polywire. And so we're gonna try that out with her today. And also I wanna run a bigger perimeter out here for these Kune's so they have a little more land to roam about out here on this pasture. I'm not calling this a pasture, out in this wooded area. So we're gonna do that today. But before I do that, I wanna go down to the barn and check on all these puppies and see how Brody's doing. It's midday right now. It's hot. I imagine that everybody is just gonna be laying around chilling. I don't hear a lot going on right now. But we're gonna go wake these puppies up. I'm sure once I get in there, they're gonna come to life and they're gonna start chasing me around. Piper, come here, girl. You hiding from the babies? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. You hiding from your babies? There she comes. Oh, there's my girl. Come here. Oh, that's a sweet girl. Are you just hiding? Are you just hiding from these babies? Huh? Are they milking you dry? Come on, girl. Let's go. Wake up! Wake up, puppies. Come on. Hey, mama. You're not a puppy. You're not a puppy. You're not a puppy. More puppies over here. Got one hiding over here. Chasing mama around. Come on. Leave her alone, she said. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. The stresses of being a mom. The stresses of being a mom. It's okay. It's okay. And they ain't even all yours. Where's Roxy? Where's Roxy? Let's go check on Brody. There he is, Brody. What's up, Koo? What's up, Moo-Koo? What's up? There's Brody. What's up, my big guy? Can I brush you? Can I brush you? There you go. There you go, big boy. There you go. Let's get some of this hair off. Leave the camera alone. Brody's been doing good with us so far. He knows he's the first one to eat, and he will get the other ones out of his way when it's time to eat. But other than that, he's been doing great. He's been doing great. You doing good, man? You doing good, Brody? That's a good boy. How are you? You feel like you don't get the attention that you deserve anymore? What's up, little girl? Hey, Heidi. It's crazy, the size difference between Heidi, our dairy, and Brody, our Highland. She's just as small as she could be, and she's a sweetheart too. All right, let's go. Let's quit procrastinating and let's get out there with these pigs. So the way that I like to train hogs to polywire is I set up a pen made out of hog panels, and then on the inside I run a strand of yellow polywire, and then once they touch it, they learn that the yellow polywire is electric, and the hog panels keep them from busting through, so they're still contained when they get popped. And then eventually they just learn to stay away from the polywire, and once they've learned that, then I could pull hog panels down and you can contain these pigs on just the polywire by itself. Big Mama's been in this pen long enough to have understood how electricity works. So what I want to do now is move her from this hog panel pen into the polywire pen with the rest of the coonies that I have. Once I get her in there and I'm comfortable with her ability to respect the polywire, then I'm going to go through and I'm going to increase the area that they have with the polywire. She's too big for me to pick up and just carry over the hog panels. So I'm gonna have to open it up and I'm gonna have to pull her through the hog panels, and she's not gonna like it because she is gonna be brought across that polywire. I'm gonna turn the polywire off. It's not gonna be electric, but she doesn't understand that electricity can be turned on and off. So she's not gonna be happy with me for grabbing her and bringing her through, but she's also gonna be worried about that electricity. But once we get her in, we'll turn the electricity back on, and she'll understand how electricity works, and she's just gonna completely avoid the polywire. So I've got the polywire turned off. Scares me still. So I'm gonna just push this polywire down so that it's on the floor. I'm gonna bust open this hog panel right here, and I'm just using zip ties to hold all this stuff together. I'm gonna bust it open. I'm gonna create a little walkway right here. So now I got me a little area to get her in through. I'm gonna lay this polywire down over here. Now I'm gonna make her mad, but she's gonna get over it. Can't believe Nicole never wants to help me with that. Big Mama's in with the rest of the Kunes now. Now all I gotta do is get in here and get these little piglets, toss them in. They might be able to get in and out through the polywire, the little piglets, but Mama's not going anywhere, so they're gonna stay close to Mama. They don't like being picked up, but once you get them, they chill out pretty quick. Look at that. All four. It's easier to chase these little guys than dragging that big mama. So the way that I run this Polywire Perimeter is really easy. I got about 100 of these little screw-in insulators that go into wood posts. I'm gonna be using trees as my wood posts. I don't wanna be out here driving posts and T-posts or wood posts all over the place when I have all these trees anyway. So I'm just gonna run straight into the trees, and then I'm gonna make my perimeter. I'm gonna go one at about 4 inches and then another one at about 12 inches. That way I have 2 strands of polywire running through here. I've got 650 feet of polywire. I get all this stuff from Tractor Supply. It's not really that expensive. So then I'm going to run 2 strands, and then I'm just going to tie in to the perimeter on my pasture fence right here. Since we're right on the outside of it, I'll tie right into that, light it up, then we'll check the voltage, and we'll be good. And then we can release all these hogs out on the polywire. I got all my insulators ran for the perimeter that I want to tape off. Now I'm gonna get my polywire. I'm just, like I said, I'm just tapping into the electric fence that I already have on my pasture fence. I'm gonna tap into that. I'm gonna run an insulator so it doesn't contact and short out on the fence. And then I'm just gonna run the polywire along the insulators and back around, and we're gonna end right back here where we're starting. I got a couple of cows that I guess they want to give me a hand, or maybe they think that I've got a treat for them, which I don't. Once you're done running your polywire, you're going to want to go back and look at everything and make sure you're not grounding out anywhere. Look at this right here. You can see that polywire is actually touching the tree on this corner. And that is no good. So we're gonna have to go back and adjust these 2 isolators to get them off of the tree. That's the whole point of the isolators, is to make sure that they're not contacting anything that's gonna ground up the wire. You're gonna need to occasionally come through and make sure that nothing is pushed onto the polywire, because even though they do respect it, you do want it to stay hot. Because if they ever do touch it and they find out that it's not working anymore, all bets are off at that point. So you're gonna need to occasionally go through and inspect, get a tester and test it and make sure that it's hitting at the voltage that you want it to hit at. And also when these pigs, when they're rooting, they have a tendency to push stuff up onto the polywire, and that'll ground it out really quickly. And then, like I said, once they figure it out, it's game over at that point. So I got all these sticks. You got to come back and you got to make sure that the line is clear and it's not really touching anything. A little bit of debris, grass and stuff is going to be fine, but you don't want it to get built up like this.
this is gonna get you in trouble.
The only drawback to using trees for the isolators instead of running your own posts is you don't get to pick how far they're spaced apart. So there's gonna be some droopy spots along the polywire, and the way that I'm gonna fix that is with these portable stakes. I'm just gonna run them in the ground wherever I think I need one, and that'll help to keep the wire off of the ground. It's gonna work out really well for me. The new perimeter is set. All I gotta do now is get in there and tear down the old perimeter, the smaller perimeter that they had. And then I'm not gonna like force them out or force them to test it. They'll figure it out on their own. It might take them a little while before they realize that they can leave the old area and venture out into all this new fresh area that they have. Like I said, I'm not gonna force that on them. They'll figure it out on their own. I just got done breaking down the old pen. They got all this room now to run around. I just turned on the Energizer and we're hitting at 8,000, right where we need to be. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you guys next time.